the threat of political violence that has loomed over the country since the insurrection of January 6th at the Capitol came to fruition in New Mexico on Monday.
The state, nicknamed the Land of Enchantment, is anything but this morning following the uncovering of a big conspiracy in the city of Albuquerque.
National correspondent Mara Siriani is tracking that story for us this morning. Good morning, Mara.
Yeah, good morning, guys. This is a huge development from when we first heard about the story. We've now kind of learned who was really behind this thing. We're talking about a Republican candidate, Solomon Pena, who lost his bid for a state house seat in November. He's been arrested in connection with a series of shootings targeting individual Democratic politicians there in the state of New Mexico. So at a press briefing late last night, Albuquerque's police chief called Solomon Pena the, quote, mastermind of this plot. He's accused of paying and conspiring with 4 men to shoot at the homes of 2 state legislators and 2 county commissioners. Now, these shootings happened between December 4th and January 3rd, starting just about a month after Pena lost his election for the state house by a landslide. Police officials say Pena was angry about his loss, and after losing, he approached his targets at their homes with paperwork claiming there was fraud involved in the elections, but those claims were unfounded. And the Albuquerque Journal reported in July that he was kind of an unlikely candidate here, and that's because he may have been blocked from serving in the state house, even if he had one, because of legal challenges that he faced over a law that barred felons. Pena has a criminal record that includes burglary and larceny convictions, and he was actually in jail for about 7 years. So a supporter of former President Trump and the MAGA movement, Pena posted another tweet several days later. You're going to see those tweets here saying, "I never conceded my race, now researching my options." The threat of political violence, of course, that has loomed over the country since the insurrection on January 6th came to fruition in New Mexico Monday. Listen.
These shootings were orchestrated. They were dangerous attacks, not only to these individuals, which is personally the most terrifying for them, but fundamentally also to democracy. That is why this is so terrible. This type of radicalism is a threat to our nation, and it has made its way to our doorstep right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But I know here we are going to push back, and we will not allow this to cross the threshold.
He mentioned threats to our democracy there. This latest act of political violence follows a rise of plots, again, since January 6, 2 years ago. Last fall, 3 men were found guilty in a foiled plot to kidnap Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer, of Michigan. And in late October, the husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, as we reported, was attacked with a hammer at the couple's San Francisco home. Now in New Mexico, police say they do have a person who was working with them. He was involved in the shooting conspiracy. Officials also say this investigation doesn't stop with the arrest of Pena. They do expect more arrest warrants likely to come. And Alex, another thing that I found interesting here, last night, Albuquerque police said that Pena actually pulled the trigger in at least one of these instances. But again, in most of them, he did hire people to do this for him.
All right. National correspondent Mara Siriani reporting for us. Thanks, Mara.